everybody, this is my Wikipedia call me, and welcome to part 3 of Steins. Wow, that was loud. Wow, that is... 1 second, let me turn that down for me. So, I'm back with some more Steins games, so let's begin. We ended off with the Yanabayashi Shrine last time. Who are we gonna see today? After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. I need to get exercised. I seriously doubt that Makase Kursu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek for exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese. It's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kondo River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing the Manseibashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Alright. Manda Myojin is a more famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately choose this one. The shrine is so small, you can easily miss it if you weren't looking. Also kind of like the fox in front of it. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. There are 2 girls standing in front of the main building. Are you sure they're 2 girls? One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in the traditional Miko attire. What is Miko? Well, shrine maidens, priestesses in the Shinto religion. Miko typically dress in a white kimono with a white hakama or skirt. Their role is to assist priests with performing rituals and events. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Alright. So yeah, there's a little cute-looking shrine maiden right here. Hiroshima Luka, a stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips, delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. That's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri. Yeah, no, so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. It's almost evening, yet hot as hell outside. But he's a guy. Damn cicadas won't shut up. But he's a guy. At this point, that's when I just question my sexuality, Okabe. I mean, I would totally date Luka. He's a friend of mine. I'll call him Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. Yeah, they Ruka. Some neighborhoods of Tokyo, such as Akihabara, close major streets on busy shopping days. This effectively turns the street into one big sidewalk, facilitating pedestrian access. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes.
Akibaの武器屋本舗で買ったやつでしょ 980円だっけ
Fictional. One of several stores in Akihabara that sell replica weapons. Items include Japanese Sengo period swords, European middle-age swords, and knight armor. Nice. I ignore Mayuri's question. Wow. Sorry, I was taken aback by Lukako for a second. Demon Sword summoned there may be an imitation sword, that is the only form it takes to hide I'm gonna reread that, I apologize. Demon Sword Samadare may be an imitation sword, but that is the only form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. And it was on sale for only 980 yen. Tax included, by the way. That's what it said earlier. Uh-oh. Close enough. The girl smiles happily as I nod. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy. Don't worry, I am too. Fujoshi, a term for a female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi, or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men. Does not apply to female otaku in general. I like how they have to put, this does not apply to female otaku in general, but that's what some are. I like the clarification. Like, that's actually a really good clarification, because that is a big stereotype. So, yeah, that's a pretty good clarification they need to put there. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship, I, Hoin Kyoma, have gone to great lengths to brainwash, teach Lukaku about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samadare is part of that training. I want to say Samadare. Looks aside, Lukaku is a very obedient and hard-working. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple, though he does have a weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. Oh wow, there's two! I'll say yes. Come on, Lukaku. Alright. Let's do Kamika first. Kamima, not Kamika. Kamima. Fictional. Comic Giga event. A massive otaku event held twice a year at Tokyo Big Sight. Every Kamima, thousands of artists that gather to sell their creations, which range from erotic manga based on popular anime to original figures, music, and games. Next Kamima will be held on August 15th. Keep that in mind, everyone. I'm going to Kamima this year! If it existed. Fictional. The Hironi Rainet Kakaru. Her full name is Nishimura Kayari. I think I pronounced that right. She is a smart and athletic girl in 5th grade. She's also cute and has a good personality. Basically the perfect girl. Passionate about fashion. Hates mushrooms. That's a downside. You gotta love mushrooms. Hey, at least you didn't dress up as a bunny, Luca. I've done that. Someone this cute can't be a girl. It is an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone that looks like a cute girl but is either unspecified gender or actually a boy. The expression is also used sarcastic with boyish-looking girls. That expression has never been used for me. Mary's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Oh, that's weird. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. Well, that makes sense, actually. And it looks like she's choosing Lukaku as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mary is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress up a girl, but come on! Lukaku has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? Yeah, why should it be different? But whatever. That business to take care of.
そんなくだらないことは後でやるんだ。
マユシンにとっては大事なことだもん。
俺にとってはくだらないことなのだ。
That's kind of mean.
ルカ子よ、俺がこの神社を訪ねたのは他でもない。お祓いを頼みたいのだ。やってもらえないだろうか。
I love how he does an exorcism after being roasted by
そ
Kursu.
こまで大げさにしなくていい。気休めでいいのだ。
That's why I came here instead of the Kando Shrine.
というわけで、例のあれを持ってこい。
That is pretty funny. I think
サミダレですか？
yeah.
違う。お祓いに用途は必要ないだろう。お祓いと言ったらあれに決まっている。正式な名称はわからんが、棒に白い紙がふさふさとついていて、看守がわさわさとやつだ。
Zigzaggy paper things.
今のオカリンの説明、
Wait.
ゆとりっぽいね。
I actually don't know what that is. Quite shocked to hear that from Mayuri. Mayuri's pretty good with one-liners. That's what it's called, I think. The
でも、
Unyusa? 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 Let's see. Oh no. They don't have I wish they had pronunciations! Dang it. A wand that is carried by a Shinto priest, adorned with shidai paper. It is used in blessings to ward off evil spirits. I wish I know how to pronounce it, but I actually don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize.
ちょっと、
Well, I don't know how to pronounce half the things in English, so Luko makes a quick bow and then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mary takes her pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you expect from a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Mary gave it, not its brand name or anything. I wear a Pockety watch. Ever since elementary school, Mary has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
じゃあ、マユシンはこれからバイトだから、もう行くね。
そうか、頑張ってこい。バイトが終わったら直接帰るのか。
Mary lives in Ikebukuro. Sorry. Sorry, I thought it said Mary leaves in Ikebukuro, not lives in Ikebukuro. Alright, I get it now. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began.
というわけで、また明日ね。
I call Mary to stop before she trots off.
前より
Sorry, making weird faces at the camera. I was thinking of Durara when they said Ikebukuro.
時間で男の悲鳴を聞いたよ。
Mary blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile. I mumbled that.
それっていつのこと？
今日の昼だ。
聞いてないかな。
そうか。わかった。だったらいい。
変なオカリン。じゃあね、トゥットゥルー。
Mary leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half a dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway. There he is. Luko returns shortly after Mary leaves. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for. Aw, come on, you're not gonna call it by its real name?
よかったです。まゆりちゃんは帰ったんですか？
前よりはどうでもいいから、今すぐお祓いを始めるのだ、ルカ子よ。
はい、僕でいいんでしょうか。そもそも何に対するお祓いを？
Luko is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart, a terrible chill shoots up my spine.
俺に取り付いた悪霊が
I grab my violently shaking wrist.
沈まれ悪霊よ急げルカ子このままでは俺は取られる
そんな岡部さんしっかりしてください
俺は岡部さんではない
すいません京馬さん
Aww.
でも僕どうしたら
お払いを急げ
I'm sorry, I love all the scenes with Lukaku.
やればいい
With a serious look on his face, Lukaku grabs the Uishina with both hands as if it were a sword. You're finally using the word! His stance is impressive. I taught him well. Our wrist actually hurts now. His face is red, and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something, but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward? Amateur. Come on, Luko, I believe in you. Man, her wrist really hurts right now. I should not have done that. Luko starts crying. It looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukaku's managed to work up his resolve. He raises Uishina up high, shaking it left and right.
おいいぞそのまま俺の腕にふさふさを当てろ
The tip of the Uishina touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be a cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. I saw the shockwave. I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped.
大丈夫だ悪霊が去ったようだよくやったなルカ子
Lukaku sighs in relief and blushes.
お役に立ててよかったです
His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. But he's a dude. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Brontube workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase myself. It's brutal, backbreaking work, but I manage. I didn't know if I was gonna make it in time, I'm sorry. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom of the offset glare of the gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something you would get in modern Japan. Could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I simply doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT. I would. I actually have one in my room. Sitting in front of the large, huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building, Tenoji Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. He's really muscular. Like, he's a lot more muscular than I thought. I kinda forgot that. I barely managed to set the heavy TV down on the counter. A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It shed shivers down my spine.
修理をお願いしたい。最優先。
Oh, who's texting me? Wait, what button was the phone? What button is the phone again? Hold up. Oh, it's Z. Okay. I'm trying to see my mail. Okay, berry, just fatty. I didn't want any of the other girl froggies, but I did want fatty. But now that I think about it, it wasn't really that cute. Actually, it was kind of weird looking. I wonder why I wanted one so bad. Hey, I just realized. Fatty, that looks like Daru-kun. Oh no, poor Daru. Just the body, right? No comment on Daru's face. Alright. Alright, time to put away the phone and talk to Mr. Braun. Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. Sorry, that mail kind of took me off the limb because of the Daru comment. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging there, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The Hashammer layout makes it seem like junk, but they're all functional according to Mr. Ron. Just no one buys them. He's got a full range of old and new, some of them probably older than me. There are even some flat screen HD CRTs that just came out before the LCDs took the market. Just before LCDs took over the market. The crowds in Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronics stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the lightness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It's a picture of a young girl, shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume that this muscle-man guy must be some kind of pervert, but the girl's actually his daughter. She's around 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love to CRTs, or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and then. What was her name again? That's it. Nai. A rare name that means to braid. She pops at the store now again, so we interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Nai gets along with. Nai always hides whenever she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed that she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. Well, if he wasn't her father, that would send shivers down my spine. I've been running the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I would be surprised if this place were actually making any money. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer.
そもそも2階をただ同然で貸してやってるこの俺にそういうこと言うとはいい度胸だな。
修理代は弾むミスターブラウン。
In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I hear the door open. Ah! I look to see that a girl's entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long hips and athletic figure. I found myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. Ah, innovation for the thigh fetish, Okabe. Suddenly, time stops. Alright, the world. Zawardu. The power to stop time. One of the supernatural abilities called Stans that appear in popular manga. Again with this! The power to stop time. One of the supernatural abilities called Stans that appear in popular manga. Juju's bizarre. Why is Juju so funny? Why is that name so funny? Those with the ability to use stands are also called stand users. Why? Why is that funny? It feels like someone. I didn't read that line because I had my eyes closed. I'm sorry. The girl is standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Bond was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or, dare I say, his girlfriend? She finally drops the pose and clears her throat. Sorry, the webcam was a little weird. And just like that, time starts moving again.
ああ、バイトの面接したいとこな。俺が店長の天王寺だ。
バイトの面接だとこんな若い女性がこの新規臭くておしゃれ感ゼロで繁盛もしておらずにうるさいおっさんが店長のブラウン管工房にバイト希望だ。
Jeez, Okabe!
おめえ、来月から2階の家賃1000円増しな。
俺は事実を言ったまでですよ。もっとも部外者が口を出す問題ではないが、しかしブラウン管工房がバイトを募集していたとはな。この暇さではその必要性を全く感じないのだが。
ああ、それは私が電話で無理って頼んだんです。
The girl looks a little embarrassed.
最初は断られたんだけどさ、店長さんにどうしてもお願いしますって。
That's honestly surprising.
今時珍しい若者がいたもんだよな。ま、そこの椅子に座んな、お嬢ちゃん。
失礼します。
And we're just watching the interview now. Looks like they're gonna have a formal interview. I was gonna leave, but since Mr. Brown hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around for a little longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Well, that's basically me in a job interview.
年は
18。
Same as me.
学生
She shakes her head.
なんでうちで働きたいんだ。
ブラウン管が好きだから。
採用、明日から来い。
Oh, if only job interview. I wish job interviews were that easy, man.
もしかして仕込みか。
Well, technically you're not on camera, Okabe. Finally, a main Susaha begins to relax. Then she looks at me.
ところでさ、君は誰？
俺の聞きたいというのか。いやいやそれを知ることでお前にも最悪が降りかかるかもしれん。これまでの多くの人が俺の名を知ったことで期間アメリカのイタリアのクラウディア、フランスのシモン、これ以上誰か危険な目を見せるわけに。
そうしてんじゃねえよ。
He doesn't understand my pain.
このバカ男は2階に曲がりしてる岡部倫太郎ってんだ。
岡部ではない。俺は法院。
うっせえ。家賃さらに1000円上乗せするぞ。
岡部倫太郎。
The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
君を狙ってるその期間ってのが何なのかわかんないけど、もし困ってんなら私に相談して。岡部倫太郎、そういうの慣れてるからさ。
は？
Stuff like what?
場合によっては手段を選ばず痛めつけてやることも可能だし。
ミスター・ブラウン、彼女は採用しない方がいいと思う。
ああ、物騒だな。騒ぎ起こしたらクビにするからな。そもそもその期間なんたらは岡部の創作だから本気にすんな。
創作？
Oh, she sounded so sad.
がいいさ。
But someday, the world will near before me. And then, Amane Suza stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
そういうのが流行ってんだ。勉強にな
She's
ったよ。
currently not looking at anyone in her eye because they're a shot. Trend? I don't think so. Alright. I'm not walking.
That's it.
Oh, I thought that. Okay, he already said that. Alright. Why is the button's not working? Alright. Nope, button's not gonna work. You got mail. Ooh, Lukuko. Are you seriously okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried that something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothered me so much. I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with the Samadare. It wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're the servant of the gods. You need to protect dignity with you need to project dignity and confidence. Work on it. That's pretty good. He's giving her advice. No, him advice, technically. Alright, alright, here we go. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab an iced coffee in the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I can also check At Channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the cold board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makase cursor stabbing, but turn up nothing. So, were those hallucinations after all? As I peek at the cult board, I find posts in multiple threads someone claiming to be John Titor. Ooh, wait, John Titor is back? John Titor appeared on American BBS 10 years ago and is claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to travel from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claims started quite a storm among BBS denizens. Denizens? Alright, let's see what IBM 5100 is. Fictional. An American computer company. Not only do they develop and sell hardware and software, they also offer service and consultation to enterprises. In recent years, they made the latter their main focus. IBM invented floppy disks and hard disk drives. Also, IBM is actually a parody of the company IBM. So, yeah, I might get that confused a lot because I might accidentally say IBM instead of IBN. Because, well, they're the same thing, technically. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. Another name for a bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSC, commonly known as mad cow disease, but is only used in the case of human infection. Early symptoms include memory loss, abnormal movements, personality changes, dementia, and muscle stiffness. In severe cases, the patient may waste away for 1 to 2 years before dying of respiratory paralysis or other complications. I actually never heard of that. Well, okay. I know of mad cow disease, but I did not know of the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, actually. So, yeah, that's actually pretty interesting to know. It must be pretty rare. To prove that he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of the operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his productions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others too. Some are supposed to contradict each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. Nobody ever talks about him now. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. I shouldn't even have to read this. On the internet, to post controversial opinions or false information for the purpose of provoking a reaction. That's what trolls are. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his post. Alright, let's see this. Wait. Whoa. No. Let's not do auto for this. Let's not do auto for this. Let's do not use auto for this. No auto. Okay. No. Stop. Don't do auto. I do not want auto right now. Alright. Is auto still on? I'm gonna get to CERN when someone mentions CERN. Alright. John Titor. I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I say that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. And CERN is fictional, a French acronym for Society. Okay. I'm gonna try to pronounce this, but it's not gonna be pretty. A French acronym for Société Européenne pour la Recherche Nucléaire. I butchered that pronunciation, but I'm gonna learn French soon, so that maybe one day I'll actually get the pronunciation right. Or the European Society for Nuclear Research, the world's largest elementary particle physics laboratory, located in the Franco-Swiss border near Geneva, has a bank, library, and a post office, and a dorm on its premises. Scientists from around the world gather at CERN to research particle physics. Alright. Anonymous. Time travel. LOL. John Titor. LOL. Curry Gohan and Kamehameha. More details on the time machine. And I like how they spell like MOAR. Anonymous. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? Alright. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one. To say nothing of private citizens, CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. And a dystopia is the opposite of utopia. For example, a completely regulated society in which most people are denied privacy and freedom. I think a lot of us know what a dystopia is, but I'm going to go ahead and read the description because, well, they give me the option. There's no war, no conflict. However, there's a false peace founded in the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? From Anonymous. Why did you come to this side? Was Akiba a satellite cross you're doing? Anonymous. Wait, guys. Titor-san doesn't understand @channel. A lingo... okay, that was just long space. Titor-san doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Anonymous. Get a trip code, asshole. John Titor. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you lose it all in 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is the trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. Anonymous. You said that only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That means you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. QED. From Anonymous. What's a dystopia? Anonymous. How did CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you get those guys to stop killing each other. Or from Anonymous. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then everyone welcome our new CERN overlords. John Titor. My time machine is a prototype, reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They will control every aspect of our lives, decide what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy, no choice. Anyone who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. From Anonymous, in movies and small changes in the past can cause huge changes in the future. You already changed my present by coming here. Why not if you make unexpected changes in the future? Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha. Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? LOL. Anonymous. OP is a troll. OP is original poster. Anonymous. So if we find his dad and kill him, then the time travel LMAO will never be born and won't have to, and we won't have to listen to this bullshit. Am I right? Oh my god. From Anonymous. I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self? This person wants to fuck themselves. John Titor. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This worldwide has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father will alter a divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it will not relate to this world line. I will go on existing. CERN is a particle research institution. That has been changed in 2036. It is possible to beat your past self, but the prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. From Anonymous. If we're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Prove it. Post time machine pics or get the fuck out. Wow. Reading lingo is so weird. Like reading online lingo out loud. It's so weird. So I apologize. From Anonymous. The many worlds interpretation. Oh, slow down, bro. Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha. Research institution taking over the world? LOL. What? John Titor. I do not feel the need to prove what I am. I am only posting these messages on my whim. My mission comes first. Anonymous. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from an alternate world line? What happens if you do? From Anonymous to 476. Late reply. A true code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. Anonymous. Hello, backpedaling. John Titor. Wow, this is a long message. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post onto this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it will only change about 0.00002%, if that. A single human's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and many other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on the divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll be sure to use one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick this up tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everyone. It's not been funky. It looks like they already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on that channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continued to read, however, I find the response to the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time travel as if this were his first appearance. Nobody's even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I tried posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English, and there's plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into the search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on that channel. I can't find a single trace of Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This can't be. I researched the information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. But is this search engine filtered? I tried searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. The mystery begins. What is this madness? It feels like I'm stumbling onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. Alright, and open address book, Daru, call. Oh.
俺だ状況はジョン・タイターについて把握しているのかと聞いている。ちっとも話が見えない件について。そもそもお前今どこにいるんだ。ラボには来るのか。今メイクインニャンニャンにいる。まったく。
May Queen 9 Square is a maid cafe in Akiba. And what is a maid cafe? A maid cafe is a type of cafe where waitresses wear maid uniforms, usually in the French maid style. They usually call their customers master. Patrons could talk to the waitresses and play games with them. But ultimately, the maid cafes are restaurants, not bordellos. I want to go to a maid cafe. Dar's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. He'll like Nikopara. Actually, it's not sensitive at all.
俺が行くまでそこから動くな。
は？来るの？いいけど。
Big Queen 9 Square is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramabashi Dori, take a left at the Sunmako Saka crossing and you'll find it. I'm trying to pronounce things right, I apologize. That's where I'm headed now. Even though I'm still butchering them. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radicon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radicon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も
Just imagine this happened in real life. There will be even a bigger fuss than anything else going on right now if there was a satellite crash. Like, just a random satellite crash. Because, well, some people might take it as a terrorist attack or an attack from another country. That's why it'll be, like, big news. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of the police line. And there's nearly twice as many onlooker reporters. Enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds at big events, but a gathering this size is unusual. I wonder when we'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. Oh, they've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. What is doujinshi? Well, doujinshi is fan-created and amateur manga, which are often not always adult in nature. Aww. These are sold at special doujinshi events, the biggest one of which is the twice annual Kamigiga market, also known by fans as Kamima, which was mentioned earlier by Mayuri. Aside from that scene at Redicon, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've had it suspected that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. But maybe I've been unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. They still do. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. For about a decade they've been doing that. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was skillfully pointed at me. I tried to cover up my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure she wasn't pointing at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene, not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait.
She doesn't turn around. Is she engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my specific native level English? You're better at English than half of the people in Indiana. She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. I noticed the name title on the side calls her possible organization spy. Probably not organization spy. I like that detail they added.
あなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれない。とにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい。
Lady ignoring me. Is she even listening?
謝る。
Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
不快にさせて。
Lady who apologized out of nowhere. She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least, what I think is a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわけだから。
風景撮ってた。
Her fingers dance across her phone keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoying so speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた？観光客？
Or is she one of those people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
照明
Lady ignoring me, apparently sightseeing in
どこを
Akiba.
歩いたか。
変なやつだな。
桐生萌香。名前
I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice. But I just wanted to leave that photo.
聞きたいことがある。いい？
それより写真を。
都市伝説秋葉原の知らない？
An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. Is there a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld?
俺はこの街に言い過ぎたのかもしれん。そろそろ死ぬ気が。
Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad that...
幻のレトロ PC。
レトロ PC？
She replies with a nod, or something like a nod.
秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくて、それが。
そうか。
Nothing but a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. Anyway, this is the first I heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC というと、98あたりか？
At 98. A Japanese PC series sold from the mid-1980s to mid-1990s. It sold so well that at one point, it was called the National Computer. That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
いいえこれ
She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture is monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar.
IBM 5100
There we go. There we go, an IBM 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手
There
を
we
入れた
go.
PC か
Her fingers twitch, I think.
見たことは
ない名前を知ってるぐらい
Coincidence? No.
これもシュタインズゲートの選択かもしれない
詳しい人知らない
ダルンならば詳しく知っているかもなそいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカーで MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ
MI6, otherwise known as, in the United Kingdom, the government organization responsible for foreign intelligence operations. MI6 stands for Military Intelligence Section 6. However, its formal name is the Secret Intelligence Service, SIS. It's called SIS. I can only think about I can only think of bodily cyst when I say cis, so I'm just going to call it MI6. Cis. The MI6 is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black will break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of this computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen 9 Square. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では俺は行く女よメディアスクラムもほどほどにな
Medium scrub. Video scrub. During news stories with high public interest, reporters sometimes latch on to a person's interest, bombarding them with questions, prying into their lives, and even camping outside their houses. These activities are a serious invasion of privacy and can inflict mental and emotional stress on the subject. Let's hope I never get any of that towards me. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd.
何をする
メルアド教えて
何が狙いだ
スーパーハッカー
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. Ah, and my only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to only costume design.
今ダルを失うわけにはいかん
I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace. She's still chasing me.
俺の後ろを歩くな
Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is the picture of me that she took.
ゲーまだ削除していなかったのか
教えてくれたら削除する
この俺を脅すとは貴様何者だ
I tend to glare in suspicion. But her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective.
私は
She hesitates for a second.
アークリライトのバイト
なんだそれは
ヘンプロ秋葉原にある
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Is this company really fit for that kind of work?
貴様俺の写真を無断で記事にするつもりだな
The mad science of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization it will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No. I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換 条件に乗ろう。
At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I'll pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed.
そうか。この女、能力者か。
An Esper, a general term for humans who possess supernatural powers. Common powers include telepathy, telekinesis, and precognition. The precognition? Yeah, precognition. Though more exotic powers exist, it is rumored that some Espers even possess the ability to research reality with pure force of will, derives from the term ESP, which stands for transitory perception. Alright. A double power. Shining Finger, a magical thumb that ties at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. She's done typing my address. It took all 5 seconds.
名前は
法院教マッドサイエンティスト。
どう書くの？
フェニックスの法王に意味、そして凶悪な真実。フェニックスの法王に意味、そして凶悪な真実だ。
I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of homie would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side.
こう
なんだこれはふざけるな。俺のマナーを
Body.
バカにするつもりか。
Holding Yoma. She lowers her head in a little more. An apologetic bow, I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ。俺が入力してやる。
She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all of her might. All might? What does she think I'm gonna do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not gonna hand her phone over, so I asked her for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. Oh, okay. So, phone. Yeah, I need to pull out the phone. Alright, open address book, Shining Finger, outgoing. And send. She's staring at the phone. Staring at her phone. I don't think I ever met someone who made less eye contact. I met some people. After a few seconds, her phone receives the email. Oh, oops, sorry.
岡部倫太郎
なぜその名を？
今のカラメールに
Damn! My email is still linked to my real name. I must change it at once!
それは世を忍ぶ仮の名だ。もう一度法王院の方の名前で送るから。
いいわこれで
何を言う？俺は岡部倫太郎ではなく法王院京まであって。
She's really not buying it.
画像は消したか？
She nods slightly, I think. It's really hard to tell. Her body language is subdued as her voice. Is as subdued as her
消し
voice.
たのなら証拠を見せろ。
She suddenly shows me her screen. The only picture remaining is that one of the computer. That's a relief.
メールするから聞いといて
何をだ？
都市伝説
Oh, that. Almost forgot. With that, Shining Finger wanders off. Throughout the encounter, she kept the same cool expression. Actually, I don't think we ever once made eye contact.
おかえりなさいませご主人様
Well, I opened the door. Actually, no. This is gonna be for next time. Well, everyone, if you like this episode, that was a quick save. I kind of want to do a regular save. That's the settings. That's a quick load. How do I do a regular save? There we go. Well, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and more Steins Gate will be coming to your future. So, I don't know how many episodes of this I will make it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the deadline of Steins Gate's 10th anniversary in like, October 15th, I believe. But I'm gonna try my hardest to play this game all the way to October 15th. If I go over that, I guess I'll go ahead and, well, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not, so, anyways, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all next time in the Maid Queen 9 Square. Leave a like, leave a comment, and you will see some cat maids next time. McCanal. I'm actually really excited for that.